What's one? So basically for today's video, I'm gonna be kind of starting off the video as like more of like a sit down video because there's like some news that I kind of want to like tell you guys about. So basically, kind of like what I did like the past 2 summers, I'm gonna be like going on like another vacation again, and basically for this year's trip, I'm gonna be gone for about 2 weeks, kind of similar to the amount of time I was gone whenever I went on the road trip last summer. But this year it's gonna be a little bit different because instead of like going like northwest and all that and seeing Seattle and Mount Rainier in Oregon, places like that, and I'm gonna be kind of going more southwest this year. So basically a few places I'm planning on stopping at this year whenever I go on like the southwest road trip. So basically I'm gonna be starting off like going the direction that you go from to get from St. Louis to like Oklahoma City. I'm also gonna be like seeing Tulsa along the way since it's on like the same route and all that, and then there might be some like Route 66 attractions I might be able to see along the way throughout like Missouri, which I've like done a video where I've like seen a couple of attractions there, and then I'm also might be able to see some in Oklahoma for like the first time. So I'm gonna be starting off taking that route, and then eventually I'm gonna probably end up like driving through the northern part of Texas, so I'll be able to add Texas as a new state, and then I'll eventually make my way up to Albuquerque. I'm planning on like checking out that town as well for a little bit, and then there's like this Four Corners monument that like touches Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. It's like where all 4 states border each other, so I think I'm gonna be like checking that monument out because you can walk across one state line to another state line, so probably gonna be seeing that. And then I'm gonna be like going up to the Grand Canyon, and like I don't know how many days I'm gonna need to like spend at the Grand Canyon, but I'm planning on spending 2 to 3 days on the trip at the Grand Canyon. And then after I see the Grand Canyon, I might make my way out west a little bit more, depending on how much time we have. And then maybe stop and see Vegas for a day or two. And then the Hoover Dam, which is around that area as well. And then once I'm kind of done with that, I'm going to be driving back east a little bit and then checking out some parks in southern Utah, including Arches National Park. And then I'll also probably see Canyonlands Park as well. So gonna be seeing a couple of like national parks in southern Utah, and then basically after that I'm gonna make my way back into Colorado and maybe see some stuff in like western Colorado before I reach the Rocky Mountain area again. And then once I get to the Rocky Mountains, I'm maybe planning on spending like 4 days around that area, like seeing the Rocky Mountains again and seeing Colorado Springs and Denver. And then there's also this one really nice park like close to Pikes Peak called Gardens of the Gods, which I've been to a place called Gardens of the Gods in like southern Illinois, which is like a really beautiful park and had a lot of like nice rock formations whenever I went there. So if you guys want to check out videos I made there, feel free to, but I think this place is going to be even nicer than the Gardens of the Gods in Illinois, so I think I'm going to be checking that park out. Possibly might go back up to Pikes Peak, but I don't know for sure. I don't really need to do it again this year since I already did it last year. So, I mean, if I have enough time, I might go back up to Pikes Peak and see that again this year before I, like, go back home. So, and then basically after Colorado, I'm probably going to be spending the last day of the trip driving 7 hours through Kansas, which I still remember that from last year, and it's definitely not a fun experience, but it is worth it to see Colorado because Colorado is a really pretty state, and I really enjoyed the Rocky Mountain National Park area last year, so looking forward to seeing that again, and hopefully I'll be able to see even more stuff in Rocky Mountain National Park this year than I got to last year. So that's basically what I'm planning on doing for like the road trip this year. So it's gonna be kind of a little bit similar to last year, like in the aspect that I'm gonna be seeing Colorado again, but most of it is gonna be pretty different from what I did last year. So it would be pretty nice to get to see more of the southwest part of the US and get to like add a couple of like new states. Like I would say I'm probably gonna add like 4 new states after I do this trip. The total number of states I'm gonna be seeing on this trip is gonna be like 8 states total if you don't include Missouri. I'm not gonna be seeing as many states as I did on last year's road trip, and I'm definitely not gonna be seeing as many new states again, but definitely still a lot of states to visit on a trip. Basically, the 8 states I'm going to be seeing are Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, and then Kansas, of course, the best one. Maybe a little bit of a joke, but it is what it is. You gotta, I guess it's alright still. So that's basically the states I'm going to be visiting while I'm on this trip this year. while I'm in Colorado, it's possible I might be like doing whitewater rafting for a day, but that also kind of just like depends on how the weather's going to be on the trip and then how the river conditions are around there and availability and all that. So I'm not for sure if I'm going to be doing whitewater rafting, but it's just like a possibility that I may be spending a day doing that. Possible I might do zip lining somewhere on this trip, like probably maybe somewhere in Colorado. I might try to get some zip lining in because it's been a while since I've actually went zip lining. The last time I went zip lining was whenever I went to Smoky Mountains like 2 summers ago, so it's been a while since I went zip lining, so maybe I'll try to do that again on this trip. And even if I don't get to it on the road trip, there's like a place in like there's like a place near like Onondaga Cave and all that that has zip lining, and then Merrimack also has zip lining, so it wouldn't be quite as nice, but I could like try maybe just doing ziplining around here just so I can like experience ziplining again because it has been a while since I gotten to do it. So maybe I'll try to do that again on this year's road trip if I have time and there's availability and all that. So those are a couple more possibilities of things I might try to do on this road trip as well. Since I am going to be gone on vacation for like 2 weeks, I'm not going to be like editing any videos at all since I want to like spend a lot of the time like enjoying myself on the trip and focusing on filming videos and all that, and enjoying myself in the moment as well. I am planning on like spending a lot of the week before the vacation editing videos, so I should hopefully still have some videos out while I'm out of town, but it probably won't be as frequent of uploads as I normally have out, so I'm probably only going to be having videos out once every 4 or 5 days, maybe even less than that, but I feel like once every 4 days would be like the most frequent I would be having videos out while I'm gone. It depends on how many videos I can edit before I leave for vacation, so if I'm not able to get to a lot of videos before I leave, like I may not be having too many videos out between the time I'm on vacation, so but I am going to be having vacation videos out once I get back from the vacation, so I'm planning on having my first vacation video out like the Friday or Saturday after I get back from being on vacation, so stay tuned for all vacation videos I'm going to be releasing on my channel. I'm definitely looking forward to going on this road trip and getting to see many new places and have new experiences on that, and definitely will be nice to get away from home and get away from like my normal daily kind of routine. Whenever I'm like not going out and filming videos, like it'd be kind of nice to just kind of escape my normal daily routine and all that for like a couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll make a lot of memories on this road trip, and hope you guys are looking forward to some vacation videos I'm going to be having out soon, so kind of stay tuned for like around that August 20th area because that's probably when I'm going to be releasing my first vacation video, so stay tuned for that. So basically for the next part of today's video, I ended up going back to Kincaid Lake again, and I didn't film any iPhone clips whenever I went to Kincaid Lake this visit, but I did record plenty of clips on my GoPro and got a lot of point of view clips of me jumping off the cliff, so without further ado, let's roll the footage. Okay, so basically for this part of the video, I'm gonna be like going back out to Kincaid Lake and all that. So it's like a little bit earlier than I normally get out here because I was able to get like a weekend day off. So it gives you like some more time to like do more cliff jumps out here today. I don't know exactly how many I'm gonna do, and I don't know how like late I'm gonna be staying out here too. I'm probably not gonna be staying out as late as I normally do, just because I'm getting here a lot earlier. Maybe planning on staying out here till like 5 o'clock, and then it's possible I might like do something else after this today. I'm either planning on maybe like checking out this like one cave that's like on the way home that someone like told me about like the other weekend I came out here. I think there's like water inside the cave as well. I'm pretty close to Giant City too, so I might just like go there for a little bit. I'm not gonna like film a whole lot if I go to Giant City though. Like I'm probably just only gonna film like a few like highlights of the place, or might try to go out to like this one cliff jumping place like called Bellsmith and all that. It's like a miniature cliff jump. I did like some flips off there whenever I went there last summer, so might go there, but it is a little bit further from here, and you have to like drive like about an hour east of this place, so that's only if I can really get out here early and if I really feel up to that. So those are maybe some things I'm gonna do after I do some cliff jumps here, but I'll see you guys whenever I make it out to the lake.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
70 years later.
Okay, so it's 5:15 right now. So hope you enjoyed everything that I did out here today. I would definitely say that this is probably the most amount of time I've like spent at the lake, at Kincaid Lake, and one of the earliest times I came, like other than maybe like the very first time that I came out here back in August of 2020. So it kind of brought back memories of that day, but I didn't get any iPhone clips today because there's a lot of people at the lake, and I didn't really want to like risk like setting my iPhone camera up there was probably more people out on the cliffs than like any other time I've ever came here, including the first ever time I came here, because I ended up coming out here on a weekend during the middle of the day. So it's definitely a really crowded time to be at the lake, because usually whenever I come out here, it's usually during the evening. So that's why I didn't include any iPhone clips in today's video, so I do apologize about that, but just wasn't really worth the risk today with how many people around the bluffs and all that. I do hope you enjoyed all the jumps I did do today. I ended up like doing 26 jumps total, so I ended up like being my old record by one jump. I ended up like taking a lot more breaks between my jumps today because I felt like the water conditions were a little bit rough today with how many boats were out on the lake, and just kind of felt tired today, so still managed to get 26 jumps in today, and definitely not gonna have time to go to Bellsmith, but I'm thinking I might just like go to Giant City for a little bit and kind of just chill there. Not gonna be filming a whole lot there, but I might film a little bit there, so I'll either see you guys if I decide to film anything there, or I'll see you guys for outro. Okay, so it's a little after 7, so I ended up making it to Giant City. Definitely looks a lot different from whenever I came here about like 2.5 months ago, something like that. Kind of just gonna walk towards like that one like rock structure. Made it back to like the one floating rock. So I hope you enjoyed me visiting here for a little bit. Didn't do like a whole lot here. If you guys want to see like the last video that I made at this place where I did a lot more stuff like at this area, and not just here, but like other areas of the park and viewing more of the rock formations here, feel free to check that video out. I think I'm going to be going back up to the one lookout tower that they have here that I discovered the last time that I went out to this place, and maybe get some sunsets there. So I'll see you guys whenever I get there. So I hope you enjoyed me getting a little bit of sunset footage from the tower and all that. Ended up being much better than I was expecting. So I'll either see you guys if I decide to include anything else in this video, or I'll see you guys for our outro. Right now it's a little after 10, so I made it to like the rest area and all that. Okay, so this is about all I'm gonna be doing for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed like all the stuff that I kind of did in the second half of this video, and like me going back out to Kincaid Lake and checking out Giant City for a little bit. I'm definitely looking forward to going on this road trip soon, and kind of excited to see how like this year's road trip turns out compared to like how last year's road trip was, and also the fact that we're like going to a couple different places this year and all that. So we'll have to see how it compared to last year's road trip. I know last year's road trip I did definitely have a lot of struggles with that trip, especially like with camera issues and all that. One of my cameras like stopped working, so I lost a bunch of footage. So hopefully that won't happen on this year's road trip, but definitely looking forward to going back on vacation again. And subscribe and keep my post notifications on to see what we do next, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.